Thanks to the support as a channel member, Bentai. Second leg against Real Madrid today then, folks, in a bonus weekend Leicester episode. What will they think of next? Hello and welcome to part 28, my FM21 save with Leicester. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we have that second leg of the Champions League first knockout round game against Real Madrid. We've also got an FA Cup game against Tottenham. Since you were last with me, we've been weird. We're really weird. We lost to Watford, but then beat Manchester City and won all our other games as well. So the Premier League table looks like this with 9 games to go. We are top of the league, 2 points clear of Manchester United and well clear of everybody else. It is basically between us and Manchester United. Erling Haaland is roughly the same quality as Abraham and Sandro, according to goals scored as well, which is, I don't know, thoughts on that I'd be interested in. And we've got an FA Cup quarter-final as well as we continue to compete for a treble. A treble is ridiculous. But I think we are going to struggle to get past Real Madrid. We did manage to get that 0-0 in the first leg. They are only third in La Liga, so that gives us a little bit of hope as we're top of the Premier League. But we are seriously struggling with injuries and suspensions to the point where our bench is going to have both Jordan Pickford and Kasper Schmeichel on it, because we don't have anyone else who's eligible to play. It's the only way we can get a 7-man bench. And Valverde's injured, but he's going to be on the bench. But he's failed his fitness test. So we've basically got a 5-man bench. Schmeichel and Valverde are just there to sit there and look like they could play if they had to. But Romagnoli's suspended. Grimaldo's injured. Neymar, of course, is injured. And because I'm a genius, I sold Origi and Soyuncu and sent Barnes and Werner out on loan. Good old Kev. Brilliant stuff. So this is the team that's going to try and beat Real Madrid to get us into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We've got Donnarumma in goal, a back four of Castagna, Rice, Luis Felipe and Pereira, Calvin Phillips at the base of the midfield. Is that what it's become? And Didi and Sanchez ahead of him, and then Dembele, Neres supporting Haaland up front. I didn't intend to play Calvin Phillips much this year. I didn't intend to play Ndidi in midfield this year. It's all gone a little bit wrong. But despite all of that, James Maddison's still on the bench. I don't know why. He just, well. Someone said in the comments the other day, not selecting James Maddison has become a meme. It's like Tottenham last year all over again now. We thought we were going to avoid it when he was so good last year before Neymar came in. But he's not now. He got replaced by Neymar, and no matter where I play him now, he just doesn't seem to play very well. Whether he's on the wing as that inside forward, whether he's in the Mazzala role, whether he's a deep line playmaker, all these roles we know he's good at from seeing him do it before, he's just not doing anymore. I think he's just still got the hump that we brought Neymar in over the top of him into his position, which is a little bit silly, really. Oh my word. Donnarumma's beaten there, but luckily the goalposts made the save. And it remains 0-0. The last thing we want is to see Real Madrid open the scoring in this game. Look at the state of their team, by the way. I mean, I don't follow top-level football, as you know. I know 10 of their starting 11. The only one I'm not sure I recognise the name of is their right-back. But the rest of them, I know mainly from FIFA Ultimate Team. But I still know them. That's how good their team is. Declan Rice out to Pereira. This is an opportunity. If Pereira can find Haaland or win a penalty, either of them would have been fine. He's not done either of them. And it's Benzema who is basically on his own, but that's a very poor attempt at a tackle from Luis Felipe. But there's the ball over the top for Erling Haaland to chase. Who is in? Can he finish? It's a beautiful finish from Erling Haaland. The audacity of it to just chip it over the keeper. It's 1-0 to Leicester. It's a 29th goal of the season for Haaland. Maybe he is a little better than Sandro. I think it's their right back. The man who I don't recognise is the one who's played Haaland on side there. And there was just no catching him from that point. And what a stunning finish. Beautiful stuff. Dare we dream at 1-0 up on aggregate with an hour of the tie remaining. This could be one of the greatest nights in the history of Leicester City Football Club if we manage to pull this off. We've got a throw. It's Castagna to Dembele. Dembele goes past his man. This is beautiful from Dembele. Oh, if that had a little bit more curl on it at 2-0, I would be feeling a little more comfortable than I am right now. 1-0 up at half-time, and I'm still terrified. We're going to pump the fists at half-time. We're going to tell them just to keep going, keep pushing at it. We've got one of the best players in the world up front. Just give it to him. Look at what he's capable of. Look at the composure in such a high-pressure situation for that finish earlier in the game. And just don't mess up. Give it to Haaland. Right, 68 minutes gone. We're having a look at fitness levels. Dembele is shattered, so we're going to bring on James Maddison for him. And we're also going to... I kind of want to get Calvin Phillips off the pitch. It just feels like he shouldn't be there in a game like this. So let's take Phillips off. We're going to shuffle the midfield around a little bit. We're going to make Aouar the playmaker, and Didi can go back to the defensive midfield role that he played for pretty much most of the first 2 seasons of the Save. And we're still attacking. Yes, we're still attacking. That's the Leicester way. That's all we know how to do. My palms are so sweaty, I can't clutch my mouse properly. 10 minutes left. I am nervous. Neres is having a terrible game. We have got Belotti, but we don't really... Can Belotti play out wide? I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be able to. And Haaland really shouldn't be playing him out there. Neres is shattered and playing poorly. We've got to just stick Belotti out there, I think. He's not really... I mean, you know what? We'll just stick him up there. We stick him up there and tell him to drift out wide in a supporting role, and that way we can make Haaland an advanced forward. It appears to the untrained eye we've just gone even more attacking. That's not what's happened. Belotti is playing on that right wing. We're just trying to convince the game into him. No, he is playing in his own position, honest. That's what I'm hoping. It's Castagno. I thought Castagno had got himself sent off there. We are into the 90th minute. If they score here, my heart is going to break because they are. And that'll be us out on away goals. Oh, Donnarumma. He is worth every penny of the 180,000 or so a week that we're paying him. What a save from one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And Aouar just heads the corner straight back where it came from. But they're in again. But Donnarumma, Mr. Safe Hands, keeps hold of the ball again. What a signing he's turning out to be. And we've done it. We've beaten Real Madrid. We have knocked them out of the Champions League. Imagine the atmosphere inside Leicester's ground on a night like that. We're in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, folks. That was something a little bit special. Right, I think I've calmed down sufficiently to be able to do this. Before we play the Tottenham game, we have got the draws for both quarterfinal and semi-finals of the Champions League still in the competition. Along with us, there's Ajax, Barcelona, Manchester United, Roma, Atletico Madrid, Manchester City and Valencia. There are no easy games left. There is no easy route to winning this competition. If we are going to win it, we've got to beat 3 of these teams. It doesn't really matter which ones we get. I guess we've already knocked Real Madrid out. We can do anything. So Roma face Ajax. Ajax, I guess, probably would have been one that we'd have quite fancied. FC Barcelona, who of course have Timo Werner in their team on loan from us. Werner went to Paris Saint-Germain. Harvey Barnes is at Barcelona. Oh, imagine. Can he play? Is he allowed to play? Imagine if Harvey Barnes scores the goal to knock us out. That would be one of the greatest heartbreaks in the history of football. We'd go from the ridiculous high of beating Real Madrid to beaten by our own player who we really could have used, but I loaned out anyway. And the semi-final draw is going to be Manchester City or Manchester United facing the winner of our game, Barcelona or Leicester. And then Valencia or Atletico Madrid facing Roma or Ajax. If we can make it past Barcelona, we'll win the tournament. I'm throwing that out there now. We know we're capable of beating Manchester United, who are the better team than City in this universe. And I look at that list and think if we can beat Real Madrid and Barcelona, we can beat any of those 4. If we beat Barcelona, we will win the Champions League. And that, of course, will be tomorrow's episode. We'll just do both legs of that in tomorrow's episode. But for now, let's go and play Tottenham in the FA Cup. So I'd love to be able to rotate a little bit more for this game, but we're on such a small squad that we can't really. We've sent Castagno away on a little 1-week holiday because he was shattered after the last game. So he's gone away, which means Romagnoli is the only player who's fit and in the squad who can play left back. So Romagnoli goes out to left back. Declan Rice going to play at the base. I'm so used to him playing there, playing at centre back alongside Felipe. And Calvin Phillips keeps his spot at the base of the midfield with Ndidi and Aouar ahead of him this time. And it's the same front three as we had in the last game because I just can't play James Maddison. How could I possibly show him now? I've put my line in the sand. James Maddison does not play. Watch him come on in this game and be superb. That's the plan, because this will be him exercising his demons. The Kev versus Maddison storyline that's been going on for a year now all started when I was managing him at Tottenham last year. This is his redemption arc, and he'll go on to be a superstar for us as we win the Champions League. That's the plan. Phillips to Ndidi. Phillips back to Ndidi again, and Ricardo Pereira, who has danced past his defender, but then had a shot despite having Erling Haaland in the middle, who you would think would be a logical target for a cross. There's a lot of him. He's easy to see. And Phillips has got the right idea from the corner. Aim for the big lad. That's just simple technique. Always aim for the big lad. Pereira forward to Phillips, who is actually playing quite well in this little run in the team that he's having. This is his biggest run in the team since he signed 2.5 years ago. I thought he had turned into being a little bit of a waste of money, but you know what? He's going to be a holding midfielder in a Champions League winning side, so he can't be that bad. Maybe he'll get in the England squad at some point. Dembele brings that down beautifully. We are starting to see more and more from Dembele as the season goes on, playing on the left. When I signed him to play on the right, maybe he prefers to be on the left. But what he does seem to lack is that finishing. Because we saw it in the game against Real Madrid as well, and we've just seen it again there. He does everything right until the finish, and then it's a bit poor. We should probably switch him to being an inverted winger rather than an inside forward, but he's crossed it over this time, which is what I'd like to see him doing. But Haaland can't get hold of this one. Maybe we shouldn't have aimed for the big lad that time. And Tottenham are trying to get a counter-attack going. There's only 8 minutes gone in this game. Feels like it's been going on for ages already, but apparently it hasn't. Neres, looking to cut inside with the ball. Does well. Gets away from 2 Tottenham players here, using his pace and his direct running. And here's Romagnoli, our centre-back, just charging forward as a left wing-back. Lovely cross from him, and Haaland's there. And it's a 30th goal of the season for Haaland. And a lovely cross from our new flying wing-back, Alessio Romagnoli. Beautiful. 1-0. Still only 9 minutes gone. Happy days. Let's have a look at this beautiful wing-back play from Romagnoli again. Grimaldo's never going to play again. Let's get Soyuncu back. We can fit them all in the team now. Lovely stuff. If we could get a full-time whistle there, that would be handy in terms of keeping our players fit, or at the very least, in terms of keeping my throat from seizing up, because I don't want to alarm you. It feels like there's a little bit of a cold coming. There's a little bit of a sniffle. That's what the jump cuts are. And every now and again, my throat's a little... Making that noise doesn't help. So if I could avoid having to commentate too much on this second half, thanks, Football Manager, that would be nice. They did well with not giving me any more in the first half, which is very handy. We're pumping the fists again. Apparently, Ndidi's tired, so this is a good opportunity to get Maddison on. So Maddison can come on there where he can play as... You know what? I'm going to give him every opportunity to succeed. We can play him as the Mazzala, where he was excellent before he kind of forced his way in as the inside forward last year. That first season, we were playing him as the Mazzala, and he was fantastic. So let's give him the opportunity back in that role again. He's got 45 minutes to show me that he deserves to be a bigger part of this team, a team that I'm consistently starting Calvin Phillips in. I still can't really get away from that, can I? There's no room for Maddison. You play Phillips every week, Kev. He's a different kind of player. And we need Valverde fit again. That would be helpful. Tottenham have got a break on here, and Romagnoli, the flying wing-back, can't get the tackle in. We all know he's much better going forward than he is defensively. There's always logic in this game. Still 1-0, though. The attack was wasted from Spurs. And we've now got the attack, and it's going to be Romagnoli taking a throw this time. Finds Maddison. Maddison to Aouar. Back to Maddison again. That's a clever little pass to Romagnoli. He knows he's our big attacking threat. Give it to him. Romagnoli again in a crossing position. Cuts it back to Maddison. Everyone wants Romagnoli to do it, but that is beautiful. I mean, that's just good football. James Maddison, a 5th goal of the season for him, a cartwheel. And I said, this is what I wanted to see happen. I wanted him to come in against Tottenham and exercise his demons. And he's done it beautifully here, because this is a beautifully orchestrated move that he's involved in every step of the way. Just everyone wants to give the ball back to him, and then he gets himself into the position where he can have a shot. And he does, and he scores. And it's 2-0 to us. James Maddison is back, boys and girls. He's on a 7.4. That's the best he's played in a year. Not quite a year. It's the best he's played since Neymar signed. This first 20 minutes he's been on the pitch today. If he can keep this up, it'll be like a new signing. Right, Ricardo Pereira's done very well there, lumping the ball back forward towards Haaland. He's taken the aim for the big lad theme a little bit too far. Phillips showing again why he's such a good defensive midfielder. I tell you what, I'm becoming a Calvin Phillips fan, which you would think I'd have done before I spent £30 million on him 2.5 years ago. But he's growing on me slowly. Now I've spent the money. Now I've tried to sell him for 20 and no one wanted him. And I mean, he would have been gone in January too if I could have got rid of him in the interest of balancing the books, but no one wanted him. And now he's a great part of the team. Right, we're going to take off Dembele, who is very, very tight, as is Neres, actually. So you know what? We're going to go to a diamond. We're going to bring on Renato Sanchez, and we're going to stick Belotti up front with Haaland. We'll stick Maddison. Maddison got 25 minutes playing in his best role. Sanchez can come on and play in there. And we'll make Belotti the pressing forward, and Haaland is going to be the advanced forward. And we'll just go to a diamond for the last 20 minutes or so of the game. We've done this a few times this year. More so when Werner was still here, because it was a way to make sure all 3 strikers got game time. Now we've only really got Haaland and Belotti at the club. I don't really do it very often, because if I have them both on the pitch, they're more likely to get an injury. So I try and play only one at a time. There was logic to going down to just 2 strikers. Neymar can play there. But of course, he broke his leg, didn't he? But that is a very comfortable victory against Tottenham to put us into the semi-final of the FA Cup. And our quest for gold this season continues, because we're still on with a chance of winning everything that we're in now. I mean, we're obviously not in the League Cup anymore, but who cares about the League Cup? So tomorrow, Champions League quarter-final. There's an FA Cup semi-final to come and a Premier League run in. It's all still to play for in the final season of this save. Unless I decide to do one more because we didn't win the Champions League, which I still haven't decided about. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.